Okay, I need your attention here. For let us start from scratch here. Okay, I'm going to create a sketch of the base, whatever the base is. Say, let us take a pentagon or hexagon or whatever it is. Your wish. Let me take a hexagon here. Okay. Okay. Now I can always use the dimension here to set the dimension of, not this way, sorry. Okay, let me take 30 mm as the base. Okay. Now go to surface, extrude this hexagon. If I extrude it straight, what happens? It is a prism, right? That is what you did for prism, right? So instead of that, let me give the height, say 100. Okay. Now I can change the angle here, you see, to make it as a frustum. But you must understand it is a step of 5 degrees. This is -10, then it is -15. It is no longer your, you can see in the front view. Okay, this is your 120 line. This line is 120. So if you open, it is going to that line, but when you close, that 120 is no longer formed, right? So I cannot go with 15 degrees. Rather, I have to go with some angle in between. Say 12, because anyway, I cannot get the apex. 12 or 13. Okay, I would go for 12 because I have a reason for it. I do have a reason for it. Why I'm going with 12. Okay, I'll explain to you why that is. Now I have a, I'll just repeat the steps once again. I made a hexagon sketch plane, then I extruded it in surface, not in solid, in surface. I extruded it, and while extruding, I can give the height and then I give the angle. Again, angle is again going to be a trial and error. It's not a perfect angle because you don't want the apex. You're going to have a missed apex. So then I'm going to select all these edges. Go to solid and fillet, select all these edges. Okay, I've selected all the edges. All the 6 edges are selected. Great. Now, what if I am giving 0.5 mm thickness for my sheet metal? What was the bend radius? Thickness itself, right? 0.5 mm is the inside bend radius, not the outside. Inside bend radius. Now we are selecting here the outside edges. So let me give roughly 4 mm or 3 mm, say. Okay, I've gone with 3 mm fillet here. For each of the edges, I've gone for a 3 mm fillet. Now, this, as for every other development, I need to have an open cut, right? So for that, I'll select one of these, not this one, my regular planes, for creating a sketch. Okay, I'm going to create a sketch in one of these faces visible. And then I'm going to project one of this edge. Or rather this surface itself, if I want, I can project it. For your understanding, if I switch off the body, it is here. If I switch on the body, you'll know it is in the center. See, Okay, that is the plane where I've selected the sketch and I'm projecting this surface, this face onto this. Okay. So let me go back to that view and switch off the body. Now let me just offset this line to the other side by minus 0.5 mm, say. See here, small line. Okay, right. And I can use the extend to touch this line. You see here, this already would have touched this bottom side would have already crossed. In fact, see, let us try trimming it off. This is not needed. Oh, let me see. Let me just, no, I'll delete this edge and I shall delete these edges as well because those are not needed for me. Okay. Right. Now, all I have to do is I have to join this to this to complete that into a closed profile. Okay. What did I do? I made a small slit. Okay. I created a small slit. If you switch on the bodies, it is inside this plane, a small slit. Now, I'll go to surface, trim. Okay. When I'm trimming, I'm going to select this surface as the trimming surface. And which portion of this surface you want to remove? I'm going to remove this part. Click OK and you see there is an opening. That is the opening slit. Okay. Now, again, I'm going to select this face here and start a sketch. Use project, same surface, click OK, finish sketch. Then I'm going to use the option of sheet metal flange, where this sketch is going to be used. And if you zoom in, you will see it is going outwards, right? Let me move it inwards, side 2. Okay. So if you have a doubt how much the thickness, sheet metal thickness, you see 0.5. So 0.5 is the rule, sheet metal thickness rule. Now go to surface, thicken, select the surface, give minus 0.5. So it goes inwards. Instead of new body, click join. Okay. Then open up. You have your development of a pyramid. Okay. Right. So now if you want a section, you know what to do, right? You have to make an offset plane, then draw a line, then create one more plane which is inclined at that line, and then cut it, then bring it to the flat pattern. It will be visible. Okay.